All right, we're going to play medical detective today. We're diving into a super common mystery, swelling. You know, that puffiness that shows up sometimes. What is it really? And more importantly, what is your body trying to tell you?
I mean, you know the feeling, right? You've been on your feet all day, or maybe you've just got off a long flight. You kick off your shoes and, whoa, your ankles are all puffy and tight. It feels like a small thing, maybe just an annoyance. But that little observation, that's our first clue.
So, this mystery actually has a name. The official medical term is edema. And what it means is pretty simple, even if the process isn't. It's basically fluid that's supposed to be inside your blood vessels, but it's leaked out and is now just kind of stuck in your body's tissues, making everything swell up. Okay, so to crack this case, we've got to start with the absolute basics. What exactly is this edema stuff? Let's gather the facts, starting with where this mysterious swelling can even show up. Yeah, so while we almost always notice it in our feet and ankles, thanks gravity, edema can be a bit of a shapeshifter. It can pop up in your hands, making your rings feel super tight. It can even appear in your face, your eyelids, or your abdomen. So right away, this tells us our mystery is a little more complicated than just gravity pulling things down. So to really get why this swelling is happening, we first have to understand how. I mean, what's actually going on inside your body to cause all this fluid buildup? Let's take a look at the body's internal plumbing system. And the scene of the crime? It's almost always your capillaries. These are the absolute tiniest blood vessels you have. And here's the thing, they're actually designed to be a little leaky. That's how they deliver all the good stuff, like nutrients, to your cells. But sometimes they get a little too leaky. Now, your body has a plan for this. It's got a cleanup crew. Most of that leaked fluid actually finds its way right back into the blood vessels. But for what's left over, the lymphatic system swoops in. You can literally think of it as a network of tiny vacuum cleaners, constantly sucking up any extra fluid. Edema, or swelling, happens when the leak is just too big, or the tiny vacuum cleaners just can't keep up with the mess. The whole system gets overwhelmed. Okay, so we know how the fluid gets out. But the real question, the million-dollar question, is why? Why do those capillaries get so leaky in the first place? Well, it's time to line up the usual suspects. And you can see here, the suspects range from pretty minor offenders to some really major culprits. On one hand, swelling can be caused by totally normal everyday things, like eating a super salty meal, sitting for too long, or even pregnancy. But on the other hand, it can be a huge warning sign for much more serious conditions involving your heart, your liver, or your kidneys. And it's one of those major culprits that we're going to focus on right now. Let's really zoom in on a critical organ that can be a major source of this whole swelling mystery, the kidneys. Your kidneys